The railroads and unions representing the railway workers announced today a tentative contract agreement avoiding a strike from tens of thousands of workers across the country. Rail workers in the Quad Cities have yet to see the full details of the deal, and tonight News 8's Jenna Webster explains how this deal is years in the making. It's our top story tonight at 10.
Hours after a tentative agreement was reached between the freight railroads and unions, trains were moving quickly through the Galesburg rail yard. The tentative deal reached ahead of Friday's midnight deadline, the end of a cooling off period that meant tens of thousands of workers could go on strike. It's the result of 20 hours of negotiations, but really these negotiations have been ongoing for more than 2 years. Workers still operating under an old contract that expired in 2019.
Yeah, we went 3 years.
Jordan Boone is a representative for the Smart TD union, saying he was surprised a deal was finally reached.
That's why we have that Railway Labor Act that probably needs to be updated. It shouldn't be that long. It shouldn't be this hard to come to an agreement.
One of the railroads involved in these contract negotiations is BNSF, which here in Knox County is the county's biggest employer with around 1,000 workers. This year, BNSF had come under fire from its conductors and engineers over an attendance policy that had workers willing to strike last winter. The deal includes an immediate wage increase of 14% and 24% over the next 5 years, stretching back to 2020. One BNSF worker telling News 8, the pay increase is decent, but the pay wasn't what he was concerned about. Instead, it was the points-based attendance policy BNSF enacted that docked workers points for days taken off. Under the new deal, workers would receive an additional paid day off and can take unpaid time off without penalty for medical care. The worker we spoke with still concerned about the number of points he'd lose if he wanted to be home for the holidays. But the threat of a strike is only on pause for now. The tentative deal will move to union workers for ratification. Boone not knowing how workers will react when they see the full deal.
Because the devil's in the details with a lot of that stuff. For me, where I work, does it go far enough? I don't know yet.
In Galesburg, Jenna Webster, WQAD, News 8.
And a spokesperson from BNSF tells News 8 the company is pleased to have come to an agreement and it will resume normal operations.